When I first watched Dragon Ball Z, I felt that I didn't get the complete picture. There were characters and places that I didn't know, and things that they referenced that I just didn't understand. However, now that I've watched Dragon Ball, everything falls into place, but Dragon Ball is not only a worthy beginning to Dragon Ball Z, I actually prefer Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z. Not only for the fights or anything, but I feel that the comedy, the story, and the overall atmosphere is something unlike any other anime. Dragon Ball has become one of my more favorite anime series of all time. It is ageless, timeless, and what you'll find is beyond belief. Dragon Ball is the tale of the great adventures of Goku to try and find the Dragon Balls, to attempt to win the World Martial Arts Tournament, and also to save the world. Some of the strong points within Dragon Ball are the character development, the wide variety of antagonists, the comedy, and the overall feeling of adventure within this series. Within this series, many of the characters evolve throughout the story. We see Goku grow from the ages of 12 to 18. Not only do we get to see him grow older, but we also get to see his personality evolve as well. I feel that this did a great job of evolving the characters, but keeping some of the elements of their earlier states. That way you get a feeling of natural growth. But Goku isn't the only character that grows within the series. We also see character development within Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien as well. Goku begins Master Roshi's training alongside Krillin, and they both grow and become stronger together. And over time, Krillin becomes much more mature. In the beginning, he would try to cheat or trick Goku to win. However, over time, he becomes much more of a likable character. Tien has great character development as well. We witness him grow from an antagonist trained by Master Roshi's rival, slowly becoming a hero willing to sacrifice his life to save the world. However, Yamcha, on the other hand, I have to say that I don't like his character development. In the beginning, Yamcha was a bandit with only one fear in the world. That is women. As his character grows after the first World Martial Arts Tournament, I feel that over time he starts to become more and more obscure and slowly loses his purpose within the series. Especially later on within Dragon Ball Z. This is sad because I really enjoyed his character in the beginning. As far as the antagonists go, we have Emperor Pilaf and his minions, we have the ruthless Red Ribbon Army with Colonel Silver, the blatantly homosexual General Blue, and Commander Red. Mercenary Tao, King Piccolo, Piccolo Jr., as well as many other smaller antagonists in between. Dragon Ball, I feel, is a very funny series, especially within the first 2 seasons. However, in the later 3 seasons, we see that there is some comedic elements. However, most of the comedy is traded off for serious confrontation as Dragon Ball makes its way to slowly becoming Dragon Ball Z. The comedy here is sweet and innocent, but has a side of sexual humor. But because of the innocent nature of some of these characters, except for Master Roshi, that makes the comedic elements even stronger. For instance, Kid Goku one time was sleeping with his head in Bulma's lap. He realizes that she doesn't have any balls. He slides her panties off to check and see if she has any balls, but then he wakes her up going, "Bulma, your balls are gone!" But she kind of flips out because she thinks that he's referring to the Dragon Balls because she doesn't know that he doesn't know that women don't have balls. So she hurry up and leaves the house and drags Goku along with her in search of the Dragon Balls, but then eventually they run into Master Roshi, and in exchange for a favor, she offers to show Master Roshi her panties. However, she doesn't realize that she doesn't have any. She flashes them, and he gets this nosebleed. But then when she gets back home, she realizes that she wasn't wearing any panties, and she was really embarrassed with herself as to what she actually showed Master Roshi. Bulma is also a very innocent character as well, because you will see her giving a bath to little kid Goku, and she will see his tail, and she will be surprised that it's actually a real tail. And because she's never actually seen a naked man's body before, she thinks that men actually have tails, but she's just never seen them before because they keep them under their clothes. And Goku now knows that boys have balls and girls don't, and this is really the only way that he can differentiate between a boy and a girl because he is just so innocent. This leads to some hilariously awkward moments. Like, for example, Goku will actually go and pat the groin of people to check and see if there are a boy or a girl, and sometimes you will see him pat the groin of a really elderly woman, and she is just in shock, like, why is this kid touching me here? Or the first time that Goku gives a ride to little kid Chi-Chi on the Nimbus Cloud, he actually checks to see if she's a boy or a girl, and she gets pissed off at him for doing that, and she hits him and knocks him off the cloud. I thought that was pretty funny as well. But it's also very awkward to see a character just go around and touch everybody's groin to see if they're a boy or a girl. But at the end of the day, he's really innocent. He doesn't really understand what he's doing or that it's awkward or anything, so that actually makes it pretty funny. Not only does Dragon Ball contain great comedy, but it also contains great action as well. We watch Goku and Krillin pushing their bodies to the extreme under Master Roshi's training, which is borderline abuse. But they actually come out on top of this training and become great fighters because of it. And over time, Goku actually outgrows Roshi's training, and he will go to train with different people. He will become stronger and stronger and stronger until at the end of the series, he's training with Kami himself. which actually bridges the gap between any normal strength that you would expect somebody to have and the strength that Goku has in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. So I don't necessarily feel that Goku in Dragon Ball Z has this power that he just gets out of nowhere. Every bit of the power that he has within Dragon Ball Z, he actually earns within Dragon Ball, so it really bridges the gap between knowing nothing and just starting off watching Dragon Ball Z. You really get to see the struggle that he goes through to learn everything. And he does earn every bit of power that he has. Within the timeline of Dragon Ball, there are 3 World Martial Arts tournaments, and at the end of each tournament, the final match is just extreme. We see the 2 fighters at the end of the tournaments using techniques that no one has seen before, just pulling out all the stops, and there are great fights. In between the tournaments and fighting the major villains, Goku actually travels the world looking for the Dragon Balls, saving random people, and also training. Dragon Ball is one great anime series, and this is something that I would recommend to anyone if you are an anime fan or if you are not an anime fan. I feel that this series would make an anime fan out of the most skeptical of critics. This series is near perfect, but if I were to have any complaint about the series is that at the end of the series, right after the final World Martial Arts Tournament, we actually see Goku and Chi-Chi look all over the world for the Bancho fan to save her father, and I really feel that this was kind of drawn out too far. I really didn't like that part. I felt that after that tournament they should have just got married and ended the series, and also I don't like the character development of Yamcha because I like his character in the beginning more than later on because he really loses all of his purpose within this series and he just feels like almost like a useless character, which is sad because I really did enjoy his character in the beginning. Overall, I highly recommend the series, and some of the episodes within the first 2 seasons of the series are some of the most rewatchable episodes in all of anime. Even if you don't think that you'll like Dragon Ball Z, I definitely recommend you to go ahead and pick up Dragon Ball Season 1. You can find this for about $17, $18, possibly $20, but I feel that this first season contains some of the most timeless episodes that you will find without all of anime. This is a great series and I definitely recommend it for everyone. Now, if you've seen this series, then let me know what you thought about in the comment section below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.